A great day to be rich. Say it with me. It's a great day to be rich. Realize I am consciousness happening. I am Vivian Rich, your host here with Live Richer with Ease. It is our intent here to inspire you to develop a rich mindset. So for total well-being. And be sure to let us know where you're coming in from because today you don't want to miss this. We are talking about the game of life, but more particularly with regards to the financial aspect. I know this. So many people don't even realize that there is a game. I know. You're probably like, what? Life is a game? Yes, it is a game. And guess what? We're teaching all about the game of life and the rules next Tuesday. You can click the link below this video and register so that you can be in the room and you can learn all about the game of life. But tonight we're going to talk about the game of life in the financial aspect, because this is something that really impacts a lot of people, right? Are you one of those people it's impacting? Absolutely. You want to know how to keep your finances right, how to get a handle on the finances. So many people right about now, this time of the year, especially in the US, you're about to receive your annual W-2 from last year. And I kid you not, it astonishes me how many times people say this, and we would be doing their taxes over at Fresh Start. And they were like, oh my gosh, that much money came through my experience. That much money really came through my experience. I have nothing to show for. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. We're going to get you set up with a few tips here to help you win the game of life. And you'll be able to say, oh my gosh, I got so much money and so much to show for it. I'm loving it. Life is grand. Life is great. So I'm going to share with you a rarely known strategy that many people are not aware of, or they're not knowing how to execute on. I'm going to tell you the strategy as well as tell you how to execute it so that you can improve your financial positioning. All right. You can expand your financial mindset. So as I shared with you, many people at this time of the year are about to receive their W-2s for last year or even their first paycheck for this coming year. And one of the rules that you must know, write this down, get your pen and paper, write it down. One of the rules you must know about finances is you've got to be able to tell it where to go before you get it. Everybody that knows the game of life and the rules know that you must be able to give direction. Give direction after you've made a decision. Give direction. Tell your money where to go. Some people call it a budget. Some people call it life planning, life spending plan, whatever you want to call it. But you want to be able to tell it where to go. But before you can tell it where to go, you've got to do number two. Number two is know how much you have coming in. You've got to know how much you have coming in. If you don't know how much you have coming in, it could create some situations for you, right? Can somebody say situations? Say situations in the comment. It could create some situations for you if you don't know exactly what to do and telling it, where to go and how much of it is coming in for you. So you want to know how much you have coming in, write it down, and also go a step further and write when is it coming in. Write down when does that money come in. Some people receive it once a month. Some receive it twice a month, and some receive it at least 4 times a month. And then there's others of us who receive it on my favorite level every single day. You need to be able to write down how much money you have coming in. And there are ways you can get there that you can have money coming in every single day. I'll share that with you in another video. But nonetheless, you have to get a handle on it. You're going to need to know how much you have coming in, when it comes in. Those are your first 2 things you want to know with handling money and winning in the game of life in the area of finance, okay? You got to know those 2 things there. Then the third thing you want to know, now this is the one I'm going to tell you to have a sit down. You're going to need to sit down on this one, okay? You're going to need to sit down and take it in. You're going to need to know how much you have going out. Now that is amazing because so many people are not aware of how much they have going out until they get to this part of the year doing their taxes and they realize how much money went out, or they get their pay, the annual W-2 statement, and see how much money they had coming in, and to think that they had all of that going out and they have little to nothing to show for it. But that can be worked out. So the first thing you want to do is you want to know how much you have coming in, how often you have it coming in, and then how much you have going out. And of course, number 4, how often that goes out. Now, this is where we get to running it like a business, okay? This is where we're going to take the bull by its horns, as they would say in Texas or somewhere. You're going to actually take it a step further. Once you know those 4 things there, you're going to take control and become the CFO, Chief Financial Officer of your life, Chief Financial Officer of your business. All right, business owners, because I can recall when I was started out in business, I just didn't know all these details, and it was kind of problematic quite frequently, because when you have so much money coming in and you're get used to it on a daily basis or somewhat, you stop paying attention to how much is going out. But once I did this, it changed the game. And then when I realized was other positions that I held when I was in accounts payable for a season, I realized they did something a certain way, and it came back to me. And so I started doing it a certain way, and it made a difference in my business as well as in my personal financial realm as well. This one here is one for the books. Okay, so sit down. Let's write it down after you all have written out how much y'all have going out. I know that was a shocker, but nonetheless, here we go. This one is you're now going to determine, you're going to set when it goes out. All right. I know some of you are like, Vivian, they just tell me when I got to pay it and when it's due and I pay it. Hold on, pump your brakes. You have control over the distribution of finances in your life. You have control of the finances coming in, and you have control of when the finances go out. Yes, I'm going to say that again. You have control of when the finances come into your experience, and you also have control of when it leaves your experience. It should never really leave. It's just only be circulating, okay? Because if we're doing it right, we are circulating. Money is circulating. It's never leaving us. It's circulating, coming back to us, multiplied, right? Absolutely. So you're going to want to tell it when to go out. And this is where you're moving into the CFO, all right? Chief Financial Officer of your business and of your life. This is when you tell it when to go. Most large organizations and better ran businesses, they have a certain date that they pay bills. That's right. I said it. They have a certain date when they pay bills. That means they may receive a due date and a statement date on this date, but those checks were always written on a certain time of the month. It was not every day as bills was coming in, they were writing out checks. No, it doesn't work that way, because you want to be able to control and have leverage of your finances and of your experience. So in order to do that, you need to be able to have a certain date when money goes out of your business, when it goes out of your personal checking, your financial household. You have a certain date. So what I had learned and what I practice is, if you all know this, especially if you receive payment on the 1st or 15th, that's typically the time when there's bills being paid. You receive your check, that's when the company is paying its bill, one of its investors, you, paying off the investors, you, on the 15th or the 1st or the 15th and 30th of the month. So I want you, as the CFO of your organization, of your household, of your business. Yes, women, we typically are the CFOs of our household, typically. But as the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, you're now going to reach out to each of your credit cards, your creditors, and establish a set date for payment, meaning push all of your pay dates and invoices and billing due dates to a certain date of the month. As I shared with you, if you receive and pay around the 15th or the 30th of the month, when your employer is paying you, that would be a good time to have your bills go out for payment on about the 17th of the month or the 20th of the month versus the 1st through the 9th. That's typically when most businesses are working on bringing in income. The 1st through the 9th is when most of the businesses are bringing in income, looking at income producing activities to bring more money in. 1st through the 9th, the 10th through the 15th, they're tightening it up and making sure that money is going to be there by the time they start writing checks, give it on the 15th through the 17th. So you got to choose when you are sending out the money. You have that authority. You could reach out to your credit card companies because most credit card companies actually have on their website, when you go into credit card management and things of that nature, you can click a quick little button, say hello if as you're coming in. It's good to see you here. But there's a section when you're going online to manage your credit cards. You go down and manage credit cards, and there's a little section over there that says change billing date. You can do this on most credit cards at least twice a year. At least twice a year. Change the billing date. Therefore, that also allows you to avoid unexpected and unnecessary late fees or penalties. If you're receiving your pay on the 15th and your billing is due on the 5th, then you might run into a situation. So let's reverse it around to make it work for you. And to make it work for you, you're going to change your billing due date to any time after the 15th, after you receive your money. So you can typically go, and it gives you a calendar on most of these here sites. Most of your creditors give you a calendar, and they will let you do this for free. Changing that will definitely change your relationship with money, allow you to have more in your experience, and also allow you to be the chief financial officer of your experience with money. Because that's one of the game-changing rules that all businesses, well-ran businesses utilize. They pay on a certain day, be it on the 20th, somewhere anytime after the 15th, and they typically pay out. And another thing that I was really shocked to learn that many of small business owners were not aware of, and I'm going to let you in on this tip here. This is a bonus tip, all right? A bonus tip here, okay? As a small business owner and you have employees, it is more advantageous to you as a business owner. Some of you that receive pay, W-2 pay, might not like this, but it's going to open your eyes as well. It is more advantageous to the business owner to pay twice a month versus 4 times a month, twice a month at max. If you do it once a month, it's even better for you as a business owner. Now, as a recipient or an employee, it requires a little bit more strategy when you're getting paid on those terms, be it once a month or twice a month, but it can be done. But it's also inviting you for an opportunity to treat your life as a business so you can have money like a business and you can live richer with ease. So what we will definitely consider here, this is just a little tip of the iceberg of some of the rules in the game of life that really is not being taught everywhere. If it was, then you might have been asleep in that class. But nonetheless, I'm going to bring it back around to you here to inspire you to develop a rich mindset so that you can enjoy and live life with ease and total well-being. So we want to make sure, as we're closing out here, you want to know a couple of things. First thing you want to know is how much money you have coming in, be it a business, be it from all sources. You want to know that. Second, you want to know when it comes in. Third, you want to know how much you have going out. And fourth, you want to know when it goes out. And fifth, you're going to do the fifth thing. You're going to actually control when it goes out. And you will see more money in your experience just like that. It is a great day to be rich. And for you that want to learn more, and if you like this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and leave your comments and let us know what you do to expand your experience with money. And for those of you that want to get more and go deeper, join me over in the Game of Life and How to Play It experience. We're going to go through live interactive experiences where you're going to do things and learn things, how to expand your life experience to living richer with ease. Until next time, I'm Vivian Rich. Thank you so much.